Be thou my vision, O Lord of my heart. Be all else but naught to me, save that thou art. Be thou my best thought in the day and the night, both waking and sleeping, thy presence, my light. Hi guys, this past week I found myself crying, not due to pain or suffering, but because of the complexities of other people's lives. I'm an empath, not by choice, but because that's how God made me. To be honest, I become deeply invested in the lives of my loved ones. When they succeed, I celebrate with them. When they struggle, I feel their pain right alongside them. I'm not one to hover, so I give people space to share what they choose, but my emotions are intertwined in whatever they're going through. The emotional wear and tear can be overwhelming, and that's what happened to me last week. My plans for my friends didn't align with exactly what God's plans were or are. When I confronted the reality of that situation, I cried. I didn't cry because of heartbreak. Instead, I reflected on my tears afterwards, as I usually do when I embarrassingly cry in front of others. And I cried because I felt humbled. Once again, God reminded me that everything is ultimately in His hands. During the week, I wrestled with endless possibilities and impossibilities, and I stressed myself out, even though I was doing what I could for those I care about. Balancing that with nurturing my relationships and managing work left me feeling depleted and drained. Since my social energy is limited, I needed to recharge. On Sunday morning, I felt like staying in, but something nudged me, saying, "Girl, church is only an hour and a half. You can rest after the first service, so we're going." And so I went, and it turned out to be a wonderful service. Our previous pastor visited and served as our speaker, or guest speaker, and we're currently in a series on spiritual maturity, and the session was truly inspiring. The series has been impactful, showing me that if I grow spiritually, I will mature in every other area of my life. This week, the speaker emphasized on what we need, being humility. God continually reminds us that He has plans for us, and our plans pale in comparison. There have been times when I have faced challenges that forced me to sit, stand, kneel, or lay on my face and ask God some difficult questions. Like, really, God, what did I do to deserve this? Of all the things you could have chosen, this is what you're giving me to handle? With all the options available, this is what you picked for me? Seriously? But I remember that God is perfect. His ways, His thoughts, His plans, and His timing are all flawless. It's understandable to feel anxious and flustered when things don't make sense. However, His promises still stand, and great is His faithfulness. He is an unfailing God with a spotless record, and that is what He brings to the table. Now, Chris Brown and Miss Carrie Hilson have a song where the hook goes, "You changed my whole life. Don't know what you're doing to me with your love. I'm feeling all superhuman. You did that to me. Superhuman heartbeats in me. Nothing can stop me here with you. Superhuman." And that's the encounter required for us to truly understand who God is. We cannot witness the magnitude of His majesty by staying on the fringes or by avoiding challenges. Sitting on the bench rather than going through the trenches with a team will never give us the same sense of victory as facing a there is no way out of this situation and seeing God work it out in a way only He can, without questions about who did it. This experience makes all the difference in the situations He is involved in. He desires for us to reach a point where we aren't trying to do everything on our own, because He has a master plan. After all, He's the one who has carved out our lives and conceptualized our journey. Nothing we encounter is a last-minute draft. It is all a carefully orchestrated moment designed by the Almighty. If He has brought us to this point, then there is nowhere else we are meant to be. His ways are the highest, His thoughts the clearest, His love the deepest, and His plans the best. He is the rock. His works are perfect, and His ways are just. He is a faithful God who does no wrong. Upright and just is He. Deuteronomy 32:4. While going through a particularly fiery season in my life, I imagine what Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego must have faced. When I say infallible, I am speaking of Yahweh. He sat with me through my groans, my pains, my tears, my uncertainties, and my anger. He stayed when there was no human reason to remain, but He isn't human. Be thou my vision, be thou my true word. Be thou ever with me, and I with thee, Lord. Be thou my great Father, and I thy true Son. Be thou in me dwelling, and I with thee one. The reason why God chooses the situations we face are beyond my understanding. I always prefer the Cliff Notes. However, it is clear that some seasons are designed to ensure that when the breakthrough comes, all the glory goes to God. I don't know whether you're at the peak of your situation or 6 feet below ground, whether you're growing, planting, studying, working, dating, married, raising a family, or living single. Each season serves a purpose. When you take the worst of situations and you bring them to an unfailing and perfect God, who knows our present or tomorrow and beyond, something transformative happens. When you find yourself lacking and place your needs in the hands of an all-sufficient God, the circumstances change. God will not allow His name to be tarnished. He values His words and promises above His very name. As high as His name is, His promises are even greater, sure and certain. There are no ifs, buts, or maybes regarding God's promises. If we truly trust that what He says He will do, we merely need to sit and wait. His answers are definite. Yes is yes, no is no, and wait is wait. It's already done. The only question is whether we can be patient enough to see what God will do and how circumstances will shift. God is going to come through, and no one shows up like God does. I enjoy my TV series, books, and podcasts to have drama and suspense. And I must say that no one tells a better story than Yahweh. It's the kind of storyline that keeps you on the edge of your seat. And the best part is that you can never predict the ending. When you think it's over, it's just the beginning. There's nothing He cannot do. Can't doesn't exist in God's vocabulary, nor does maybe in His response. Whatever we need, He already has in abundance. We just have to ask. and He will provide. Sometimes all He's saying is, you don't know what I have in store for you. Just wait and see. I like the analogy of the parent trying to take the small toy from the child while holding a huge teddy bear behind their back. So that little struggle, anxiety, or need serves a purpose. It prepares us for a big victory that is already in store for us. So trust in the Lord and lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. So I end with, be thou my breastplate, my sword for the fight. Be thou my armor. Be thou my true might. Be thou my soul's shelter. Be thou my strong tower. O raise thou me heavenward, great power of my power. Until next time, take care.